Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah Catherine and this is Leah Sees Movies, and I want to start out by saying that I just hit 500 subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who comments every week, and it means so much to me as like a little hobby that I started that I didn't think anyone besides my mom would watch. I assume at least 200 of you are my mom's various email addresses, but either way, it means a lot. So I wanted to say that to start off and before I get into the video. Last week we met Artemis's mother, who was Huntress, not the one I was thinking of, but still really freaking cool, and her dad is Sportsmaster, just an absolutely wild parentage, and I see why she has so many trust issues. We had really cute and then really upsetting Wally Artemis moments, with Wally really showing that he trusted her and had grown to rely on her as a teammate. Also, he's a crush on her, he's just not aware of it yet. It's fine, I'm fine. Yeah, and Red Arrow is a jerk. He still is. He still was. He always was. Nothing's really changed. And historically, my in-episode guesses are getting better, but my overarching plot guesses are only getting worse. So I have absolutely zero expectations for this episode. I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm going to stop talking. Let's get started. Bruges, like the thing from In Bruges. And now Colin Farrell's playing Penguin, so really, it's all connected. The Bruges cinematic universe.
Welcome to the Haley International Traveling Circus!
This sounds vaguely familiar. I just don't know why.
Dan Danger!
Okay, that's Robin.
Diane Danger.
Yeah, okay, that's the whole
Dane Danger. And Dean Danger.
Why are they pretending to work in a circus?
Never see another trapeze act like this, folks. And all performed without a net.
That's traumatic.
Robin!
So I guess it's not a parental reveal this episode, but I don't know. Robin's parental trauma episode, so I feel like it still falls into the same category. I want to know how they're going to make Wolf part of the act. Just, yeah, float him a little bit.
I think I caught that 24-hour bug that's been going around the circus.
It's incredibly sweaty.
Advanced weapons tech has been stolen at manufacturing plants throughout Europe, and each theft coincides with tour stops made by the Haley Circus.
This clown car have room for one more?
You're not invited!
We've got the mission covered, but who's covering the 3 potential mole suspects you're bringing along?
Bro, shut up.
Didn't think you'd make it through.
Neither did I. Help me backstage.
Oh no. Once again, where is Aqualad?
Ray, have you seen my other torch? Here, we dropped it outside the train. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. Break a leg.
I realize a lot of circus people are just very buff for circus reasons, but I'm like also for crime reasons. Someone pointed out how they didn't really notice the treatment of Calder until I kept complaining about it. That's what I'm here for. Negativity.
Oh, plus those dangers are a sham. They say they're brothers and sisters. They don't even look alike.
I mean, it doesn't really matter if they're brother and sister. It's just a good gimmick.
Another city last week, another tech firm robbed, another stop on your tour. If I prove you're responsible, I will shut you down.
I feel like this show needs to maybe, like, get some facial diversity.
Interpol, new act?
Yeah, just join the tour.
Probably clears you.
Like, we can probably just change his hair color. It's like, yeah, it's Superman now. I hope the Interpol guy is actually the thief. I think that'd be very funny.
Interpol's already on this. Why are we bothering?
Because Batman said so. Why? You had something better to do?
I have a diary. I have many journals. I'm behind, actually.
I've analyzed the tech already stolen, and the pattern suggests this is the place.
How are you feeling?
Lousy, actually, but I'll manage.
I feel like every time Robin talks, like the part of me that was obsessed with Beautiful Soul in 2004 wakes up again.
Keep an open mind, and move in.
Really, bro? It took one day for you to be like, yep, this is what I do now.
Caught red-handed. Red face too, I'll bet.
Acrobatics won't get you out of this.
Those crates are full of live ammo. Move!
I feel like if your whole act is fire blowing, and you're like, plausible deniability, I have a mask on, they don't know it's me. Fire breathing then makes it super, like, I think it's that guy.
He's getting away!
And that matters more than this, and the fire's killing her.
Right.
He said sorry. That crack was cracking.
Artemis, Arrow, find the thief.
I'm gonna go lay
He
down.
matters more than you.
You're still off your game, pal. We're getting you out, too.
They sent this child out with an 102-degree fever, like, go solve crime. Batman's a great parent.
I don't believe in coincidences.
My people are not responsible. I did a bed check last night. Every single member of my troop...
We know you did not do a bed check because we were not here.
And if he's lying about us?
Is this the dude that ran the circus his family was part of? Because, like, I mean, circus in general I feel like would be a trigger for him, but it's fairly specific.
Here's the Madrid security footage. And now Paris.
Strongman, acrobat.
So the strongman and the clown, too. If the entire circus is involved, Haley himself may be the mastermind.
You don't know that.
Okay, that makes sense, because he's really defensive of Haley. So yeah, I think it's the specific circus.
Hello, Megan. I'll read Haley's mind.
I'm not sure we can trust you to do that without tip.
Oh my gosh! He's so annoying! He's a terrible mole hunter.
And good reasons to suspect all three of you. Both Artemis and Miss Martian have already been caught in lies. And you could be programmed by Cadmus without even knowing.
I am.
Okay, let's all take a time out before we do something we regret.
Speak for yourself.
None of us are perfect, but each of us would give our lives for this team. So try to keep an open mind.
But also, if this is the guy that ran the circus that his family was a part of, wouldn't he, like, hate him more? Why would he be, like, defending him? Oh, I just noticed the little chest pattern thing. That's where he wears his Nightwing.
From Batman.
Wow, you know what I'm doing? Making a bologna sandwich, kind of like you just did.
A friend, Jack Haley.
The circus guy? From your old Flying Grayson days?
Exposition? From your exposition days?
Someone in the show is dirty, but I need to prove old Jack's clean or he might lose the circus.
Okay.
Then why not bring me along?
But
I know your backstory.
I know your backstory!
It's where you lost your...
I left you.
I think he's aware of what he lost.
I want my best pal questioning my objectivity.
I mean, this is pretty inobjective. But also, what's up with this whole all without a net thing? I feel like even if he, as a person, isn't doing crime, that makes him a terrible employer. Also, does he know that that's Robin? And it's like, oh, calling for a friend? Or...
I'm good, thanks. A lot of them seem to have that flu.
Yeah, it's going around.
I feel better. I'm sorry, Dawn. I hope you didn't catch it from me.
I feel so silly. Who knew a Martian could be vulnerable to a human virus? It came on suddenly.
Same with me the other night. I remember Ray rubbed my head for good luck right before we went on.
Ray? That roustabout?
He just...
touched her before we boarded.
Yeah.
Guy must be a walking petri dish.
But I mean, assuming he's not just a human COVID variant, how is he... That would be like supernatural to be like infecting people, rapid onset, just...
Poor lad's down with the same flu as the rest of them.
We'll check on him. It's the least we can do.
If you insist.
Hmm? Shape-shifting and getting people sick?
Empty. No, wait. Ash.
From the warehouse fire in Bruges.
Guys? I found Ray.
The hell? Once again, I have no idea what's going on.
Who did this to you?
Ray! Ray the roustabout!
I think the flu's knocked out my other way.
That clinches it. Chasing someone who's stolen Dawn's act. Her whole shtick, if you catch my drift.
Okay, so he's stealing abilities? Oh my god! He really used that one time and then it's not even like, oh, I'm losing a fight and I need a power-up. He's just doing it for laziness.
I got him, but he's on to me.
I think he would be, yeah.
That won't work on me, clown.
That's no clown. He's the parasite. guy who once stole Superman's powers.
He's fun.
No flu going around. The weakness comes when he makes physical contact and feeds off the powers and abilities of others.
The pièce de résistance was Dawn Danger. Imagine my surprise when she tasted like Martian Manhunter instead. But guess who I want for my entree?
Well, joke's on you. It came from a bottle.
That's the full-bodied Kryptonian flavor I love.
He is a bleach blonde bitch.
Everyone, stay whelmed.
The whelms thing has really grown on me.
I'm sated. Hey, team, run.
How many powers can he use simultaneously?
Sorry. No hitchhike.
Feels like there would be limits. Also, if he once fed on Superman and he no longer has Kryptonian powers, then clearly there's a time limit. So either there should be a time limit for how long he can use the powers, or a limit on how many he can use simultaneously. I am using rules from that one kid from MHA. But, like, it also just makes sense. Otherwise, that's just... It's too much power. You don't have laser eyes. How come he stole laser eyes?
You're drained. Parasite took more power than you even have. Heat vision?
I have the genetic potential for it. Must have been enough for him. Go. I'll manage.
Does the patch just fly off? Because he's all titties in the wind here, and apparently no one can see it. Oh wow, his tiny little vest. Apparently covered just enough.
I picked Parasite's pocket. Got this flash drive.
Even his little anti-hacker thing is smug.
Putting together a weapon that generates black holes?
Oh, come on. To build that, you need a particle accelerator.
Like the large boson collider in Geneva?
But now that Parasite can fly, he's got a big head start on us.
Sorry.
Not your fault, but this...
Oh, the flying didn't just come from her.
You and I need to hurry. Without powers, the others would hold us back.
Hey, you're not the only one with a backup bow.
And my powers are back.
How?
I'm still...
I guess Kryptonians recover faster than humans or Martians.
Don't even think about leaving me behind.
Maybe we should call in some backup for a potential, you know, black hole in the middle of the country. He's really using up the whole set in one night. That has to be affecting his testicles or something.
There. Now let's fire this baby up.
He looks like if, crap. What's his name? From, Cap 3, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Zemo. He looks like if Zemo's mask was like your actual face. Also, is Parasite an alien? Because why does he need a black hole? Are we assuming he's working with the light? What's the benefit? Okay.
Seconds? No, I couldn't.
I enjoy him though. He's like, I can make room. Like, does he eat powers? Like, he describes it that way, but is it...
How do you do it, kid? Even Superman never recharged this fast. Only a couple minutes before this baby's done warming up and eats Geneva.
But for what reason?
Foam? You think foam can hold me? Fire can't touch me.
Unless you make a meal of my powers and get my weaknesses as a side dish.
Why does McGann look so hard this episode? Like, it feels like she turned down that weird, like, baby voice thing she does. Oh my god,
Baby, something you ate?
whose is this? Like, I literally was like, oh, is she like morphing someone else? But no, she can't right now.
We'll take it from here.
Now that you guys have arrested him for me, I've arrived. And we were actually watching through the cameras the whole time.
The tip, by the way, definitely helps to prep the inhibitor collar in advance.
Wow. He deigns to touch the hand of a suspected traitor.
Mind open. Superboy's a hothead, but I know I'm not one to talk. You could each have betrayed us here.
But why would they?
I'm sorry I doubted any of you.
This literally...
There is no mole.
that's not, I hope that he's just playing them, because like I'm like, he's been a terrible mole hunter this whole time, and them fighting together wouldn't make one of them not a mole?
You dangers to thank.
Don't know what you mean.
No, of course not.
Time to move on.
Well, Dick.
Aww.
It's Dan. Dan Danger.
Yeah, for sure.
Son, you've grown. But some things never change. Like the sight of a Grayson on the trapeze. Do an old ringmaster one last favor?
Also, Parasite would have killed all of them. So even if they were a mole, what were they gonna do? Ha-ha! Like, surprise, I'm working with him. Like, unless he was a mole who was working with him beforehand, you wouldn't suddenly turncoat when you could also die. So this doesn't prove anything. I got distracted at the end, but that was cute. Adam Baldwin? Okay. I don't think that was one of my favorite episodes, just because, A, the Flying Grayson thing requires the audience to already know about Robin. Otherwise, I mean, yes, they have Kid Flash in there just to be like, but that's where you're... It's like, okay, fine. But a lot of the emotional heft requires prior knowledge, and then they don't really focus on it. It's kind of just these little tidbits. So I guess, like, that's supposed to be the reward, is that you go, oh, like, that's nice. He's having a nice moment with his ringmaster. He knows who the Flying Graysons are. But I feel like if I really didn't know anything about Robin, like, Young Justice was my first introduction, this would have meant nothing to me. So, like, let's say you lose the emotional appeal of this episode. It's, like, a pretty average one-off episode, which doesn't make it bad. But, like, okay, they all go on a mission, they found out who the bad guy is, he steals their powers, mission over. Like, if you want to talk overarching, like, effects of this episode, you mostly get, Roid Brain Superboy, which is, you know, only slightly different from, like, episode 2 Superboy, really. And then you get Red Arrow allegedly saying that he no longer thinks they're a mole, which doesn't even really make sense, but I hope it's a play. I will give him so much more credit if he's like, oh, I was too aggressive, I need to gain their trust, and then it'll be easier to suss a mole out. Because otherwise, that's absolutely inane. Oh, in a battle situation, you didn't let me die, therefore you're not a mole. What? So, like, because I have to see how that plays out to see whether or not I believe that. So yeah, Roid Brain Superboy, Red Arrow maybe or maybe not, no longer thinking there's a mole. The Flash showing up just for some exposition, or Kid Flash rather. Calder, missing. I think they could have brought Wolf just to be like, oh yeah, it's a circus and now we have a wolf. Wolves are cool. I think that makes more sense than the weather machine. If I'm gonna bring a large animal to a circus, at least people would be like, oh, I expect to see that here. I feel like all like the last couple episodes have either been super exciting, great emotional development, or they like lay a lot of like groundwork for the future. In this episode, I'm just like, I enjoyed it. Like if this was my Saturday morning cartoon, I would have been like, that was a wonderful bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, had a good time, gonna go about my day now. But I just feel like, again, I keep saying, every week I've been saying this, but like we're so close to the end of season 1 and I'm just like, when do we pick up? When does everything start to, at some point we're like in a 1,000-piece puzzle and I'm not seeing the central image and it's starting to bother me. I feel like I should at least have like the corners together, you know, you start matching the sky pieces. Like I don't even think I'm there yet. So now we have Parasite who is trying to make a black hole. The episode set up as though he's working alone, but I think over this whole season you've seen no one's ever actually working alone. But if they were trying to make a black hole, like, they have boom tube technology. Like that would seem like second grade shit. That wouldn't even be something worth stealing, let alone so noticeably that Interpol was already on their ass, no superheroes required. So it doesn't make sense to me that he'd be involved with like the Light or any of these like high level scheming villains. And if it was just a one-off villain who wanted to build a, you know, black hole machine, for what? Is he an alien? Is he like, oh, I want to go home? At least that would be something. If it's just like, I want to destroy Geneva. I'm not a fan of their conventions. Like, I don't know. I just feel like this episode left me a little flat. The emotional involvement wasn't there for me. Although I will say this, I don't know what I don't know if maybe Megan woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I don't know if she gets cranky when she has the flu, but she had some bass in her voice this episode. It was very impressive to me. I want to see more of that. Not just the crazy Megan, which I very much cannot wait to see how far she'll go to keep that secret, but also just like, you don't have to be perky. You don't have to be a 90s sitcom. Oh my god, hi guys. Oh my god, hello Megan. Like, just, yeah, fight some people. Have some energy about it. Like, I really enjoyed that, especially because now that we saw that Roid Brain Connor was dead ass ready to let her die. Like, that should cause a small crack in a relationship, I would think. Like, hey, you know, fire's my biggest weakness. I can't do well in heat. Like, I'm getting heat stroke, and you're just like, yeah, but that other guy. Like, I don't know how conscious she was, but we'd be having a conversation after that. Like, that would be a one-on-one. So I would like to see that. Like, that bass in her voice that she had for a Parasite, I want to see her bring that to Connor. I want to see her like, what the hell was that? Like, I've given everything for you. When you were in danger, I dropped everything, almost like called or die, to save your life, and you were just gonna leave me there? If they give me that, I would be so happy. I don't care about them baking together. I don't want to see them kiss. I do want to see her lay into him. Now, I don't know if she'll do that because sitcom girlfriends don't do that, but it would make me so for an almost finale episode. Like, it was this 24 might be the penultimate episode of the season. Like, I don't really know where this came from. All right, so this was Young Justice episode 24. Not my favorite episode, not a bad episode, just kind of very much in the middle. You have 2 episodes until the finale. Can we get our first 2-parter? Like, I really want one. I want a story that has like actual extended storytelling. That would make me just too many one-offs. I've mostly gotten used to it. I have. But I feel like if you're gonna do a finale episode for a superhero series with this many like hanging threads, it should at least be a 2-parter. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, comment, all those good things that make me very happy. And thank you again to the 500 plus of you who already have. If you don't want to do any of that, but you've watched all the way to the end of this video, thank you. I still really appreciate you. You can follow me on Twitter at Leah Sees Movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.